Gotcha. Hello, viewers. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boyz Commentary. Thank you very much for tuning in to another video on this channel. In this video, we're going to continue talking about World Cup qualifiers, and that is exactly what we're going to get straight into. So, without further ado, here we go. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup qualifiers was supposed to get started in November for the CONCACAF region. However, due to travel-related issues, especially amongst many Caribbean islands, the qualifiers has been moved from November and will now be shifted to February 2022. Now, what does this mean for the Reggae Girls? How does their schedule tweak? How does this affect them? Well, let's have a look at it, shall we? And we can break it down to see how everything pans out in that sort of respect. So, as you can see on your screen right now, this is Group C, where the Jamaicans are in, alongside the Dominican Republic, Bermuda, Grenada, and the Cayman Islands. The Jamaicans will open their campaign on February 17. That's at home to Bermuda, and then face Grenada away on February 20. And then they will face the Cayman Islands on April 9 before closing this stage of the competition on April 12. So, not November, but February. That's when the qualifiers will actually begin for the CONCACAF region. And just a recap of the different groups. In Group 8, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Suriname, Antigua and Barbuda, and Anguilla. Group B, Costa Rica, Guatemala, St. Kitts and Nevis, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Curacao. Group C, Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, Bermuda, Grenada, and the Cayman Islands. Group D, Panama, El Salvador, Barbados, Belize, and Aruba. Group E, Haiti, Cuba, Honduras, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the British Virgin Islands. Group F, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Nicaragua, Dominica, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. The top team from each group will advance to the final round of the competition. Now, the final round of the competition will see an 8-team event. And in the 8-team event, you'll have 2 groups of 4 teams in each group. Now, essentially, the top 2 teams in each group will advance not only to the semifinals of the competition, but they'll also advance to the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, which will be held in Australia and New Zealand. The top 2 teams in each group. The 2 third-place teams from each group, they will head to the Intercontinental Playoffs. Now, this will be a 10-team intercontinental playoffs. And in this intercontinental playoff tournament, what will happen is this. 3 teams from the 10 will qualify for the FIFA Women's World Cup. Now, honestly, we don't want to put ourselves in this sort of predicament because we could play a tough team from UEFA. We could end up with a tough team from also CONMEBOL, finish in the top 2, qualify for the World Cup, and that is sorted. Honestly, I'm not concerned about winning the CONCACAF Championship. Just get to the semifinals. Just finish second in our group. Whoever our group is, just finish second in our group. Because we know we're going to face either USA or Canada. We know that for certain. So that is something that we have to contend with in the grand scheme of things. Next month, this month, we're in October, the Reggae Girls will take on Costa Rica in a friendly international. The squad is yet to be announced for that game in particular, which will also morph in a training camp and so on and so forth. So here's the scenario where this is concerned. You have some players that have injuries, but we can still expect a fully a strong team because this is one of the last. This is the penultimate FIFA window before the qualifiers. You also have the November window as well, so there's still going to be opportunities, so yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to make a point as well as it relates to the World Cup qualifiers as well. What will happen in addition to this as well is that you will have if you get to the semifinals, not only do you qualify for the World Cup, right? But if you get to the final, then you'll qualify for the football tournament at the 2024 Summer Olympic Games. If you're in the third place playoff, if you win the third place playoff, then you'll head to the repechage or the intercontinental playoffs for the Olympics. In 2024, you will have the CONCACAF W Gold Cup, which will be the first ever women's Gold Cup tournament. And this is supposed to be staged every 4 years. So a lot of incentives in this competition. And this will be a 12-team event. And what's compelling about this is that you're going to have 4, you could say, teams, if you want to call them that. Yeah, let's call it that, shall we? Yeah. So that's something that we have to look forward to. There's still lots of qualification to sort out and so on and so forth. Still plenty of football to get through. So when this happens in this sort of Nations League format, we'll get there when the time progresses. But that's how things are at the moment. So as it stands, where there'll be no matches for the Reggae girls, no World Cup qualifiers, I should say, in the November window. There could be a friendly international. There could be. The possibility exists. But I don't expect there to be, well, not expect. There won't be any World Cup qualifier because it has been pushed back. You still have Caribbean islands that are a bit tough when it comes to travel restrictions. You have to be vaccinated in some you need this document and that document and that document. So it's difficult in this region right now, in the Western Hemisphere to be specific. In Europe, things are much more advanced, but specifically North America, Central America, South America, the Caribbean, it's extremely difficult. Really, really difficult. So this is a situation that we have to contend with for the time being. So just hopefully this extra time is embraced. I spoke to the head coach of the Reggae Girls, Hubert Busby. He said he's disappointed that it hasn't been started, but also in the same breath, he admitted that it also gives more time to scout the opposition. So that is the situation. And he's also hoping as well that there can be a camp in Jamaica in November so that the girls can be able to get accustomed to proceedings in terms of the pitch and so on and so forth. And for the entire team, Busby, David Goff, Will Hitzelberger, Jason Henry, Laurie Miller, Sandra Codling, Omar Folks. You know, they have a massive job on their hands, and the team has to find a new team manager because Gene Nelson passed away recently, and so we're gonna need a new team manager. Hopefully, it's one that can, step up to the task and do well. So, Reggae Boys, Reggae Girls fans, what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary. Take care.